Hello, how are we all doing today? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever your time zone is. It's a Media Conference 2023 at Anessa's Ministry International, and we'd love to invite you to join us this coming Sunday for our media conference titled Develop at All Costs. Develop against all odds. We all know that there are odds against us. There are odds that we are faced with on a daily basis from time to time. So many things are up against us that will hinder us from developing. And that is why God is set to, open up our minds on how what we are faced with, what is happening in and around our lives, how we can still develop. So our speakers are ready for us to take us on different topics. From this Sunday, we'll be opening it up with prophetic praise, and just opening it up to Haba, surrendering ourselves, thanking God for how far He has brought us, and trusting God to help us for this year's media conference. And then coming next Sunday, we will be, looking at how to develop intimacy with God, intimacy with His Word, despite the odds. For example, you wake up in the morning as a mom, you are trying to juggle getting your children ready for school runs, getting the home, and so many other things. Such things hinder us from taking time to spend time studying the word, spending time in prayers, being married, being a single, your career. There are so many things that is shifting us gradually from developing intimacy with God. And we all know that intimacy with the Father is the bedrock of life. It's what helps us on the journey of life. Without intimacy with God, we cannot go far, because someone who you are not intimate with, the person cannot share with you from time to time. And God is ever ready to share with us. And because we have not developed the adequate intimacy, we have not studied concerning us, we're living life without purpose. So we're going to be talking about developing intimacy with God and His Word, despite the odds that are we are faced with on a daily basis. And then coming Sunday, which will be the 23rd, we'll be talking about developing intimacy in terms of getting knowledge and gaining clarity. And we have a clarity coach that will be taking us on that. And then on the 30th of July, we will be having two speakers talk to us on how to develop the right habit and attitude in our children, because that it is important for us to raise children that will in turn bring about family posterity. And we know that there's a lot going on out there that is affecting character of men and women out there. So we want to catch them young, and we want to teach you on how to develop the right character. And then we also want to look at how you can also develop intimacy with your spouse, develop intimacy in your relationship. And so we'll have those two speakers on. Know that God is set, and I know that you also are ready for God, and that is why this conference is being set aside for such a time as this. This is just a video to just invite you to please join us, be a part of the Media Conference 2023, and let's together develop against all odds. The odds are there. The enemy has put a lot of odds on our path of destiny to hinder us from developing and possessing our possession. I remember while we were preparing for this conference, and God kept, talking to me about Joshua 1, about how we must be courageous, how we must ensure that we do not give up, and how we must ensure that we keep trusting God to possess our possession. And if you must possess your possession, if you must walk into what God has in stock for you this year, 2023 and beyond, you need to develop. You need to skill up. There are areas and departments of your life where you need to develop in order to actualize what God has in stock for you, in order for you to possess what God has in stock for you this year. And because we believe, God, that the second half of 2023, it's our year and season to possessing our possession, we're doing everything needed as God will help us, and as His word will come our way to develop ourselves against the odds that are all around us. And I see every of us developing against all odds and being who God has called and ordained us to be. So this coming Sunday, the 9th of July 2023, come, let's praise Abba together. We'll be praising God together, and I know that He will be helping us to take us to next levels in the name of Jesus. So please join us. And God bless you. It is time to develop against all odds. Tell somebody to tell somebody that it's time to develop against all odds. To develop against all odds. Thank you so much. See you on Sunday.